Hey guys, and welcome to Car Guy 1999 Reviews. Today we're taking a look at the 2018 Mazda CX-9 in Soul Red Crystal. This car, first off, the looks are unbelievable. The color changes in person are unbelievable. And the looks of this car are just outstanding. Gonna take an overall look through. The grille is beautiful. It's in this chrome finish here. Your Mazda badge is nice and big, but it's not overbearing. Once again, thank you to Werner Mazda for allowing me to film this review. You have your dark silver wheels, almost like a graphite sort of color. Take an overall walk through here. Here is your key, which is your typical Mazda key. It's not too big, not too small. It's perfect size. The tail lights are kind of recessed into the bodywork, and it's unbelievable. It reminds me of the new rotary concept that Mazda did. This is your CX-9 all-wheel drive model. Now the recess, this chrome piece here continues, and the recess continues underneath as well, back into this next taillight. And now look at these color changes. How bright that side was, look how dark this side is. The color changes are unbelievable in this car. So let's go ahead, take a look at the window sticker of this specific one. So this is your 2018 Mazda CX-9. This is your Grand Touring model in Soul Red Crystal Metallic. Your interior color is black. Your optional equipment include the Soul Metallic paint, your wheel locks, and your all-weather floor mats. Other than that, everything is standard on the Grand Touring model. Your miles per gallon is 20 city, 26 highway for a combined city highway total of 23 miles per gallon. You have a bunch of great features. This is the Skyactiv 2.5 liter turbo engine. The Skyactiv drives 6-speed sport mode automatic. You have 310 pound-feet of torque, 227 horsepower. You have the iActive all-wheel drive system, 20-inch alloy wheels, 255 50R20 all-season tires, rain-sensing windshield wipers, fixed intermittent rear wiper, heated power mirrors, rear privacy glass, power moonroof, windshield wiper de-icer, 7-passenger seating, telescopic leather steering. So you are loaded up with everything in this car. I mean, it's unbelievable. So let's go ahead. So actually, I forgot to say, the sticker price, MSRP without options, is $42,270. With the vehicle options and delivery processing fee, it brings it to $44,660. Let's go ahead, take a look at the interior here. You have soft touch leather everywhere on this door. You have your Bose surround system with speakers. Your steering wheel here, like every car has, is wrapped in leather and is very nice to the touch. Your seats have a nice, appropriate amount of bolstering. You have this chrome, almost aluminum feel to these power seat controls. You have your memory seats here. Overall, it's very, very nice, very roomy. We'll take a look at the back. Sitting behind myself, I have tons of room back here. You have your cup holders, your center console. You have charging here for your devices. This, of course, folds up. And in here, you have room for your third passenger. There's heated seats in the rear for both sides. Your climate control settings are here. Here is your moonroof and the dashboard of the car. You have your privacy shades that fold up here, which cover almost the entire window, which is very, very good. And there's actually a good amount of bolstering on the passenger side, or the rear seats, I should say. You have your pocket behind the seats. Here is your third row. You have decent sized cup holders and storage. Your headrests, of course, fold up here. You have bolstering and latches here. Your seatbelt, of course, and a good amount of legroom for the third row passengers. The ceiling is a very nice cloth kind of texture to it. You have your grab handles here, and of course your window sticker, of course. So let's go ahead, take a test drive of this 2018 Mazda CX-9. Get a feel for what it's like. All right, so here is the test drive of the 2018 Mazda CX-9 in Soul Red. This Soul Red Crystal, I should say. There is a big difference between the two of them. Let's go ahead. Keyless start. Here's your key right here. Your start button lights up green. And you're ready to go. You have power seats with two-way memory. Your audio, climate controls are going to be down here. You do have dual, of course. You have your heated steering wheel, heated seats, and everything like that. Let's go ahead and take a drive of this wonderful car. What's really nice is you have the heads-up display on here too. So, there we go. It's just a slight curb. This thing is brand new. Visibility is unbelievable in here. It's very good. Very isolated, not much noise. They did a really good job with sound detonation here. I highly doubt the camera can pick up the heads-up display, but it's of great quality. It's right where your eyes are. Cannot complain about the heads-up display. Steering it's really hard to explain. It's a nice medium. It's light, but you can tell it's kind of tight as well. Mazda is definitely a manufacturer for the driver. This is very, very nice. It's like very, very high quality. For the price that this car is, this is extremely high quality. How many miles? So this car actually has 14 miles on it. So, like I said, it's brand new. Now, thanks again to Werner Mazda in Manchester, New Hampshire for providing this car. Now, this exact car is for sale on their website, and I will include a link to their website down in the description box below. ride is very, very nice. I really can't complain about this car. This car is actually really good. Wow, the switch gears, very, very nicely dampened. There's no clicks to be had. You feel it, you don't hear it. This car is really, really high quality. And what's really weird is this car gathers a lot of reactions. More so than the Miata. So just having a sporty looking car, this car does look sporty, but it looks good. It's beautiful. Over these speed bumps, it feels great. I'm impressed. Mazda knows how to make a car. Well, an SUV in this case as well. This is awesome. Try to avoid the puddle, because this car is so new and so clean. Of course, you have your sunroof up here. Excuse me if I'm not talking much, but this car is really, really good. Can't really complain about it. Or, I mean, everything's just so good. Ride quality's great. Nice and smooth with everything. Steering wheel is just the right size. It's not massive, and like most SUVs I've driven, the steering wheel is just massive to like make it feel like you're driving a big car. This, it's perfect. Your thumb grips are perfect. You have little pop-out indents right about 10 and 2, which shows Mazda's sporting intentions. I mean, this is the highest model Mazda produces. I mean, most people just rave about the MX-5. Even over that massive bump, this thing is nice and planted, didn't move around at all. It just stayed its course, took it, and accepted it. This is a really nice car. I don't know, Mazda, you guys know how to make your stuff. Definitely know what you're doing in this scenario, Mazda. There's a Corvette Z06. Gear shifts are extremely smooth, like not even noticeable. If there was no engine sound, there's no way you could tell that it just changed a gear. In the heads-up display, it also tells me when there's something in front of me for the collision warning, as well as in my blind spot. Guess we can try out the lane departure. So I'm gonna creep up on this lane without using my indicator. Get a rumble in the steering wheel, and it directs me to my lane. Very nice. Never experienced that in a car before. Never experienced something of this great quality. Wow. Handling is really, really good. Man. Mazda has really stepped up their game. There's like no road noise. None. This car is really, really good. I'm thoroughly impressed with this car. Just in the couple of minutes I've been driving it, and you've been watching me drive it, I'm thoroughly impressed with this vehicle. This is by far the best SUV I've ever driven. The reason why it's the best is it doesn't feel like an SUV. It doesn't feel huge. It's not difficult to drive. You feel like the only way you can tell this is an SUV, well, one, if you look behind you and look outside, obviously you can tell it's an SUV. But just driving it, it just feels like a up-high car. That's the way I like my SUVs to be. Is just drive like a car, like a small vehicle, not like a big behemoth of a car. Just drive and be good to drive. That's what I want in my car, and this car fulfills all of those expectations. See, that was about a 40-mile-an-hour wind gust, and that's the first time I've heard wind noise. I mean, that's awesome. Go ahead and give lane departure a try again. So I'm creeping up on this line. Get a vibration in the steering wheel, as well as a notification up on top. That's a yellow Focus ST as well. Never seen a yellow one. I've seen Tangerine Scream, not yellow. But for the blind or lane departure warning, you get a warning up on your screen telling you, hey, you're moving away from your lane, as well as a vibration in the steering wheel, like a pulsating. It goes da, 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 like that, almost like ABS. If you've ever driven a car and had the ABS kick in on you, that's what it feels like. What it feels like in the brake pedal and your foot is what it feels like through the steering wheel for the lane departure assist. But here's the thing. It's not so intrusive that if you purposely want to leave your lane without using your signal, not that you should ever actually do that, it will let you. It's almost like a helpful hand. Not like an over-controlling beast, a helpful hand. And it really, really helps. Now there are no paddles behind the steering wheel, because who in their right minds is going to want paddles in an SUV? But we'll put it into manual mode. Now with Mazda, this is going to be difficult to explain, but down is up and up is down. So like, that's an upshift. Or you could have stuff like that happen. I mean, the shifter's not clunky. It's just there. A gear shift is instantaneous. If you want a downshift, no hesitation, no clunks, no harshness. Now let me explain that up is down and down is up. Picture a manual gearbox. Picture your typical H pattern shifter. When you're going to upshift from first gear, where do you go? You go down into second. Same thing with third to fourth. Third to fourth gear is a downward movement. The only times where down is not an upshift is when you're moving from, say, second gear to third gear and have to change rows. That's the only time. So you have 6 gears, so half the time essentially, but your main movement is down. If you want to downshift, say you're in fourth gear, you want to downshift, you move up to third gear. Now for someone that daily drives a manual transmission, this is more natural feeling. This is the way I personally feel it should be, is like this, because it's just more natural. It resembles a manual transmission much more so. Now of course this is virtual, you can't feel the shifter, but just listen. No clunks, no nothing. It's just there, done, instantaneous. So just watch the RPM gauge. I'm gonna hit the shifter now. It's quick. Even when it really doesn't want to shift, it's there. And it will. And it won't complain about it. It just will. That's how a manual mode should be. Wow, that sun is brutal. I don't want to put the visor down because that limits your view. Downshifts are good. Wow, this thing has power. That's awesome. Kicking on over to drive. That's the only time there's a clunk in the transmission, right there. Other than that, it's great. Alright, so we're coming up to the intro location, which is how I'm going to film all videos with Werner Mazda. So once again, thank you so much for watching this review of the 2018 CX-9. If you want any more videos, please leave a comment. Let me know what cars. I'm going to put the visor down so you can see what cars you want me to review, and I will get them worked out. I do have a plan to get every single 2018 Mazda model reviewed for you guys. So that's definitely going to happen. We're definitely going to review every single Mazda model, so stay tuned for that. So thank you for watching Car Guy 1999 reviews. Thank you very much to Werner Mazda for allowing me to drive this CX-9. And have a great day, guys. Stay tuned for future reviews. This channel, I'm hoping, will go big. And I'll include a link to this listing of this car in the description box below. Thank you very much. Have a good one, guys.